Shalom, and welcome back to B'nai Noach Academy, Thoughts on Life. Please remember to hit the like button, to subscribe, and most importantly, to share this insight and inspiration with friends and family. So I'm taking this opportunity to respond to an insightful comment and question that was posted on this past class that we have, which was titled, Are We Individuals or Collective? And here Anna, who I know is a dedicated listener, a viewer, she says, thank you, Rabbi, for this additional comment. And then she says, however, I have the question is, how exactly can a proper relationship between individuality and generality be established in a society? And then she goes on asking, if I have any examples from history. And, she wants to know like a good practical way to express this, or whatever the answer may be. So I'm going to first start with a parable, a metaphor. And this is something which we live with all the time. We all have a bunch of individual teeth in our mouth. We're not born with the teeth, but throughout life, we need the teeth. We need those teeth to chew, to eat, to enjoy our food, to stay alive. Without teeth, you can't chew. Now, think about it. Every tooth has its own root. It is an individual. The fact is, even when, God forbid, you lose one tooth, you're still alive. You can still eat. It might be a little annoying, but you get used to it. Your gums get a little hard, and then you're fine. Think about in the negative. God forbid, when you have a toothache, it's not just one tooth that hurts. It's one tooth that is causing the pain. It is one tooth that is hurting. The entire body is hurting. Sometimes it's so painful you can't function. You can't think straight. You become just totally and absolutely preoccupied with the toothache. So here is a little individual part of the body, one that may even seem so insignificant that even if you lose it, you're still alive and you're still functioning quite well. But yet, if it has pain, you're in trouble. Now, in history, I know there are many examples, but the first one that popped into my mind, just the very first one, and that is the famous miracle of the splitting of the sea. The sages give us the narrative. They tell us the story behind the story of the script, the verses that appear in the Torah explicitly, but there's a whole story behind it. And one of the highlights of the story is the self-sacrifice, I should say, the total and absolute dedication, the total and absolute faith that one individual had. That individual's name was Nachshon, Nachshon ben Aminadav, Nachshon, the son of Aminadav. This individual, as soon as he heard the words uttered from the leader's mouth, Moses said to them, God said, quote, Daber el bnei Yisrael v'yisau, speak to the children of Israel and they shall travel. They shall forge ahead. Now, the problem was that they had stopped because there was a raging river in front of them. There was nowhere to go. As soon as he heard those words, he didn't need more. He walked right into the water. And as he was walking into the water, he went deeper and deeper and deeper. And nothing happened. But finally, when the water hit his neck, it was about to now submerge his face, and therefore his ability to breathe, that's when God said, lift your staff. And immediately in that split second, that's when the water split. And this teaches us how one individual can make a whole lot of a difference. You see, the sages explain that had he not done that and nobody followed him, then the waters wouldn't have split. Because even though God was making the miracle, but even when it's a miracle, God expects us, God wants us to have some contribution, to do something, so to speak, to receive it. In this case, he was just merely showing, expressing, exhibiting some basic level of faith. God said to go, he went. Not everybody went. It wasn't the millions of people that were standing there. But this one individual made a whole lot of a difference for everyone. So yes, one individual is an individual, but contributes to the whole collective. Now think about it. You walk out of your house or you live in an apartment building. If you look like you're in a bad mood, you look all shabby, you woke up on the wrong side, you're standing in the elevator. Somebody you don't know. Maybe you've seen them before, maybe not. But your bad mood's going to rub off on them. It's certainly not going to make them happier. Now imagine you get on that very same elevator and you go, hey, good morning. Even if the person's a total stranger. It's a delivery man. It's the Amazon girl. It's the UPS man. It doesn't matter who it is. You just made that person feel better. That person now is a little happier. That happiness is going to be spread to others because that person's going to go somewhere else. Wherever that person goes, is it to work? Is it back on the truck to make the next delivery? Is it back down is it down the street to the supermarket? Whatever it is, that person will now contribute to the society. Your contribution that you gave them, that didn't cost you anything. That didn't take any effort at all, almost no effort at all. And that is the idea. How, yes, on the one hand, we are individuals, but on the other hand, we're part of a collective and we do influence it. Just sometimes we don't get to see the results. We don't understand in real time how it happens. When we put our minds to it, we certainly could figure it out. We certainly can appreciate it and just use our imagination to see how far it can go.